Hello. Here we are again. Here we are again. Here we are again. in the world of Valheim. It's gonna be a pretty short stream tonight. I got work in the morning. I got put in 3 bids for houses to paint, and they accepted them, so I'll be doing that for probably the next month. Still gonna be streaming, but I won't be streaming as much because gotta go do labor. Makes me tired and take some time. I'm still gonna make a point to stream every day. They'll just be shorter streams. Gotta keep the torches going. I feel like every time we start getting a little bit of traction, though, gotta pull away from it and then start all over again. Try to keep it alive here while we go back to work and make some more money to pay rent, pay for the food, and the electricity. We did a lot of work offline this afternoon. Got this floor situated in here, pretty much where I want it. I gotta move these portals back. And trying to think of like what to do down here. Maybe we move this forge back over to this corner now. We're closer to the dock here. We gotta punch some. Sorry, my throat is rough. We gotta punch some holes in these and make doorways and stuff. But we got like the main kind of roof line done. And we got them connected. This little bridge will probably change. Little boat in here. Got this kitchen area kind of rebuilt. Got the new face of the house kind of situated here. Let's put the otter back up. I think this is pretty much how it's going to stay. We might some more boards in here for decoration, but let's grab a plank and yeah, we gotta redo all this stuff. We've got all this these boxes just kinda pushed to the corners for now. Random, just everything in them, just kinda crushed everything and put it in these. Because if you remember, there was a little house before that stuck out here. And it's like right here where I'm kinda standing, and then we push everything to this side so we can get the boats in here. Let's go take a look at it from the wall. Good to kind of stand back and check your work. What's coming along. I want to put a little roof peak here. This comes out like a nice little peak. And then we'll turn this little building into a tower built off of this wall, so it'll be pretty high over there. Then we'll keep this like little garden area. Turn this into a fish pond and a little river that comes through at the bridge. Maybe here cut a little hole so it looks like the water like actually comes in and out instead of just cutting off. I want to put bricks on all these walls here to make them look like kind of more like manufactured instead of just a weird cliff that we have somehow. You plant this grass. The shell is pretty much done at this point of the main house. Now we just need to work on the towers and then get details like a little roof line here. But for the most part, the shell is done. Get rid of this brick here. I don't know if we quite need that. Pretty thick. reworked that peak a little bit. I still don't really like it. Kind of like goes out and then in. It's kind of like this little curve to it. It's really hard to do those kind of shapes in this game. Like it's not really designed for it. You gotta kind of fudge it a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I think it's coming along. Becoming more satisfied with it. Still not completely satisfied with it. But I think it's going along nicely. Gotta redo all this brick on the outside now. Kind of readjust everything. But yeah, probably get the shells situated a little bit more and make sure we actually got the brimming one before we'll start doing the landscaping, groundwork. That's got to be the very last thing you do. Towers. Yeah, I'm excited to work on the towers and start getting those going. It's kind of hard to visualize like what those trees are going to turn into. Kind of see it, but I'm also not sure yet if we're going to do a circle or if we're just going to do a big rectangle. And yeah, we'll roof peak here to kind of break up this big roof. And yeah, something to break this wall up too. It's a little too big, too flat, too big. Nothing really going on here. Maybe we'll put the smelter, the kiln back in there. Kind of bump it out like we did last time. I kind of like that. So then you can have those inside. But now that we got a higher roof or higher floor, I'll be able to hide those underneath there or something. Yeah, getting huge, getting big. Yeah, we'll turn this little shack into a tower. We got tons of wood right now from the boar farm. Brought a lot of that over. I think let's get this kitchen situated again. So we can keep cooking. Now we're out of blood bag again, so we gotta go to the swamp. Some more of those. Do the otter house sign first. Did we do anything else? It doesn't look nearly as cool as it used to, but not just as functional. Just kind of getting smaller with this kind of pushed out a little bit too far, but maybe when we push this back into here, reclaim some of this space here. Yeah, because we can push this back and make a really small base for it. Build all the way up to here, and then we get stopped because you can't build in this area. We'll make a circle kind of off of this point here, this corner. And then the base for this little building will just be right in the corner. Yeah, so we'll reclaim all this space here. Yeah, let's make sure the kitchen's working. So when we tame wolves, we'll have plenty of stuff to feed them, but much past this, like food goes, those other stuff away. Yeah, we'll keep that for wolves. stuff here is still good. We make sausage out of that. All that cool stuff. Stuff in here. Berries and stuff in here. Like a herb box or weapons. Mushroom. Weapon box here. Have a potion box. Oh, there we go. Another one. Spice. Foods, meats. We'll put another printer right here just to kind of make it more balanced. Decorate the table again. These junk. Stuff either. Hang up the deer trophy. Got one. Shield, hang the shield up too. tons of honey. If we do the tower, we'll hang those back up. Put those on that garden tower, we'll call it. Remake the otter sign. should go throw those at the boss altar. In case we need them again. Building, I just kind of started throwing stuff everywhere. Now I reorganize a little bit. Still isn't kind of how I want it to live. I want to organize that, but that's good for now. Crafting stuff. Gotta go through those boss altar just so we got them. Those portals. Gotta make sure we get all the names of the portals before we take those down too. Food on me. Good food, we gotta go back to the swamp. More fight. I carried away with the building and I forget to go hunting. 35 is bad, we need the 51. Get ourselves killed again. Crafting stuff we're gonna have over here, but I think we're gonna put it maybe over this corner, kind of underneath this tower. So we drive the boats in, put a little doorway here, kind of spiral up here, get the stairwell. Yeah, well, I think we'll keep the forge down here though, so we don't gotta carry the middle up. We'll put it over here in this corner. Fill this in with stone or something. We've got tons of space now, so we'll be fine all the way up to Ashlands. Maybe beyond. Maybe we'll use this seed for Deep North. See how long it takes for them to release it. If it's sooner than later, like if Deep North comes out like the end of this year, then we'll definitely use the seed. If it's longer than this year, then we'll probably start a new one. That's my guess. I want to do like a fresh playthrough. Find the emote again. Color was red. Nice, huge. Or something, maybe. Oh, it's way too small. The 100? Heck, maybe let's try 125 and move the sign up just a little bit. Big. That is 125. Some more like trusses and stuff on the roof line though to that upper section, make it a little more full in there. It looks kind of empty. Oh, you know what we could do on this end, make it a little more interesting, is put ladders on the eaves. Could be like a little fire too, so we got fire. Or when I did it, I put them an angle that last one I had kind of leaned out too, a little bit better. Kind of instead of like just straight like that, I had it like that, and then the roof line came out to kind of like peak, leaning peak. We'll do that too. I don't know. We'll see. Do it like that for now, though. It also makes it easier to get up there and work on stuff, you know. Fight from here, which is nice. Get to the swamp though and get some more foods. Yeah, otter looks good in there. can't move the Christmas tree. I can't build another one until next Christmas. So this has to stay right here. You see, I also left the floor under it from the old floor. You know, it clips like that. Because I'm afraid if I move this board, this thing could possibly break if it doesn't have support. This floor could be like a little bit too low, and this will float and then break. If that happens, I can't remake this for another year. so it's just gonna stay right there. It's gonna stay right there. Gotta kind of build around it. Because that used to be the old corner of the house. We had a corner, but now it's kind of like in the middle of the floor. I also want to make the big, there's like a big bed we have to make to get extra rest bonus. And we also got the basement here too. Gonna hide a bunch of stuff down here. Maybe do like a subfloor chest. It's a fun way to do it. Like all these chests, you just make them so they're flush with the floor. So when you stand here, you can access them. Might be what we do. And then some of our upgrades too for the kitchen later. We can hide under here. Same thing at the other side. So we got lots of room to build now. We can build this place up with all the stuffs. Better eat that out. We gotta get to the swamp. Oh, I should eat that. It's a really good one. We can do some serpent hunting too, maybe. Good for the hardcore mode. Yeah, got some work to do. Got 3 jobs. 2 of them are pretty small, and then the other one's like almost a full repaint. So that'd be good if I actually do get all 3 of them. I'll have some cash. I'll have some money. Live off that for a while. But yeah, we're gonna have to kind of step back on the streaming, unfortunately. But that's what happens when you're poor. You can't do what you want, you gotta do what you need. Kind of one of the goals of this thing too is like, if I can make this work, you know, if I can make this generate money, I can kind of subsidize lifestyle with it, you know. If not, then we just keep taking breaks, working, this on the back burner, and, you know, slowly kind of start building up, you know. What's up, Cheese? Welcome in. Bringing his frog back to get hydrated. Huge. How you doing, brother? How you doing? What you doing? Doing cheese. Tell me a story. I want to hear a story. Just saying hi. Chilling tonight. So I'm trying to just relax. Hell yeah, dude. Me too, man. I gotta get up early. I gotta go do some work tomorrow. So I'm probably just gonna do a little stream. I'm a 4-hour guy. So I can actually kind of unwind. Because after I'm done streaming, it takes me like hours to like chill out, you know. But yeah, I got three new bids on some houses. Got accepted today. I got some cash incoming, which always feels nice, you know. Get that paycheck coming. Yeah, I always get nervous because like this company I work for, they own like 50 houses like right in my neighborhood, and then they just like disappear. Like they'll disappear for like a month or 2. Watching Twitch isn't relaxing. I think that's what he's doing. He's relaxing, watching Twitch, chilling out. Well, I guess it depends on the stream, right? Some people's streams are crazy, straight yelling and screaming. How you doing, Otter? Welcome in. Welcome in. Dude, fuck Discord. I am so. Do you guys ever see me interact in there? That's why. It sucks. I hate it. Ban them all, Otter. Get them. Anybody who says anything slightly negative, just freaking hammer them. I'm so tired of that doomer shit. Need to grow the fuck up or just get the fuck out. That Diamond and Marvel Rivals, nice, nice. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Otter? What does Diamond mean? Is it like rank 1 or Lord rank with invisible women? I don't know what that means. What's an invisible woman? I think it means I'm better than 80% of the player base. Huge, dude. Top 30%. So is that like a bronze then? Like a bronze? Top 10 would be gold. Top 20 silver. Top 30 would be bronze. Something like that. Yeah, but the Doomer community is crazy, dude. I don't commit to rank anymore. I've never had to commit to 2 ranked games. I really don't care. I really don't care what other people think of my gameplay, or I don't know. It just doesn't mean much to me. But I've never really been competitive. Like I've never really enjoyed sports. I've never really enjoyed that kind of mentality. People love it though. They just live for competing. I'm more of a golfer. Think of the comments in Legacy Discord. I want to leave it, not gonna lie. I wouldn't blame you, Cheese. I wouldn't blame you. I'd miss seeing you around though. You're one of the few people I enjoy interacting with there. So it kind of suck for me, but I wouldn't blame you, dude. Not a bit. Not a bit. But yeah, it's just doomers, man. They got nothing else to say, so they say dead game, and then basically what happens is if they're right, they come back and rub it in your face, and if they're wrong, you never see them again. You know? It's like a game people play for attention. Kind of like how they farm karma points on Reddit or whatever. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Internet hyperbole. I've filtered out pretty much all social media, and yeah, I just don't pay attention to that shit, man. I can't. Negative. I don't get why we let it happen. Sorry, Otter, it's not targeted towards you. It's just could have stopped it before it happens. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people doing it, so then what happens is you end up banning like 10% of your Discord, and then like the narrative of suppressing the gamer's voice, right? Then you have that narrative, then people start dooming on that, and because they get loud, dude. Because then that's like an actual issue, right? Instead of like the issue that they're making up. Like you got to be careful with how you manage community. That's why I don't want to have my own Discords. Cause I don't want to have freaking think about moderating people's freedom of speech, even though it's not freedom of speech because you're in a private freaking establishment. If you don't bring added value, there's no reason to be around. I'm gonna post on Twitter, Reddit, exactly. No, I fully agree with you, man. I just don't know how you solve it without doing massive freaking bans. And then, like I said, you start this narrative that, oh, they're not listening to the gamers, they're they're just deleting everybody who doesn't like the game, you know, or anybody who's like being critical of, which is bullshit. I mean, but you know, that's how the internet works, man. It's rage. It's rage bait. And I think you kind of just gotta let it wear itself out. It's like a kid. Like if you have a kid and he starts throwing a tantrum, you kind of just gotta like be the rock and let him have a tantrum and wear himself out, right? And then try to help them like rationalize through their emotions instead of slapping them down, you know. Or maybe they need spankings, man. Slap them in the ass. Get them otter. I don't know. I don't know how to handle that shit, man. That's why I don't. That's why I don't. Because I don't like it. I don't like trying to manage other people or. Yeah, just. I don't know. Yeah, the negativity definitely gets me down. Bums me out. I'm a little too sensitive towards it, I think, so. I just don't participate. I even stopped. I used to be really into the Valheim subreddit. I think I got like 20,000 karma points from like helping people figure out how to play the game, and like, and I had to stop because like there's these waves of doomers that all they do is they just harp on negative shit, talk trash about stuff, and it's because it gets them attention, you know. Not for me. Like I just freaking block them out, but most people react to that shit, and that's what people want. They just want interaction. They don't care if they're right or wrong or hurting the community. People just want attention, man. They want to be noticed in the sea of voices, you know. I got really upset on one guy. Waited 2 days to get a warrior tool belt because the posts were drowned by doomers. I don't know if I told you this or not. It's not just doomers, it's people commentating randomly. Except our priest gear not working. Threaded like 600 comments. No dev's gonna read that. You're right. You're right. It's not constructive at all. It's completely self-gratification, you know? They have no intention of being. Yeah, maybe to start banning them, dude. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I love the Discord when it was like just like people in the alpha and like people were like, you know, still excited about the game. But you were trying to get a tool belt? I got really upset. One guy waited 2 days to get a warrior belt because the posts were drowned out by doomers. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't communicate, right? You're not working. It's like 600 comments. Yeah, insane. Yeah, and because the devs know that that's a freaking waste of time. Even if there's good information in there, to comb through that would be a day's worth of work, you know. And so it's like, do we put our mods on it, or do we let the mods answer tickets, or like, you know, the devs gotta do dev shit. Can't just be, yeah, it's completely non-constructive. We also need to understand that a lot of people are just not mentally well in Discord. It's true, man. It is very much true. The internet in general is pretty toxic, right? And it's because of that. It's like the internet's causing mental problems or whatever. So I can talk to Noda about the Discord. But where do you start, Otter? That's the thing that I'm worried about. It's like, how do you even begin to corral? You feel the same? Yeah, I do too. I don't like it. I don't participate because of it. You know, it's kind of chased me away a little bit. I still kind of get in there once in a while and say something, but I don't really engage with it because there's so much negativity. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's good in one way that people are giving feedback, even if it's like not constructive. It's at least something. At least people have like, I don't know, man. There's so many different ways to look at it. That thing's gonna murder me. I don't want to fight that thing. Getting out of here. There we go, it's not feedback. It's stupidity, yeah, and misdirect. A lot of it's misdirected anger, right? People are like, Jesus saying they're mentally unwell. And so they go to these places and lash out because they're anonymous. They can say whatever they want without repercussions in their real life. Which again, that's just the internet, you know, it's like we've created this space that is inconsequential to your speech. Say whatever the fuck you want. And so people do. And a lot of times it's terrible shit. Not your job. I don't really want you putting yourself out there like that. There's supposed to go to player account on feedback. That's why this person's not banned. Some aren't even growing. Yeah, a lot of them are kids, too. That's another thing you gotta keep in mind, too, right? Like, a lot of these people probably are, like, 10, 15 years old. So they are incapable of managing their emotions, right? They're freaking children. A lot of teenagers on the internet, I think. Also, just a lot of, like, mentally unstable adults, too. Crazy place to be, the internet. It's beautiful and ugly, like, all at the same time. It's got, like, so many positive things and many negative things too. It's like a true mixed bag, I feel. The internet is. And you can kind of curate it a little bit, you know. Like, it's not super easy to curate, but you can. You just gotta freaking, yeah, I don't know, it's a culture thing, right? It's like you start a culture, basically. And if the people have the concept of what that culture is, aren't actively pushing that, then just whatever gets attention kind of boils up to the top. Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, a lot of them are kids, you know, and they're learning to express themselves, right? This is like this is a form of acting out, and it's kind of a safe place for them to do it. Because, like I said, it doesn't affect their real life. But for me, games are my real life. Like it affects me. That's not why I'm not playing Legacy right now. Like I'm still very happy with Legacy. It's still the game that I fell in love with. It's still like I was having fun playing with you guys in alpha and pre-alpha. I was having fun with like 20, 30 people. I didn't need a huge community to. And that's another weird fixation. People are like, "Oh, I'll come back when this game has 5,000 players." It's like, well, who gives a shit how many players there are? Like, it doesn't really change the nature of the game. I probably won't be around for 3s tomorrow. See what time? Maybe. See what time it is. Yeah, I'll probably be working, man. Which sucks. Right, yeah. Let's see what time is it? 5? Yeah, it depends on what time I start. You can feel the community. Oh, with Poof and Chris and Soyoung. Yeah, the leaders. You have to have leaders. And those guys are pretty good leaders. They are. Like, they're pretty clear in their beliefs, you know? And they are on the side of no moderation, right? Like, that's kind of their thing. like with the VoIP. They're like, well, you can just turn it off. They're like, we're not going to moderate it. You can turn it off. Best of luck. Which I kind of like in a sense, you know? Doesn't even watch the dev. Yeah, they have zero clue what's going on. Yeah, they have zero clue what's going on. They're not invested. They're there to doom. They're there to doom. They're there to piss someone off and get attention. That's it. As far as it goes. You're complaining about things they literally... Yeah, no, the dev team's great, man. I don't have any complaints about the dev team. Freaking wild ass community that is the internet. And it stems from anonymity, you know? It's very awkward. A lot of people miss those, to be honest. YouTube's helpful. Wasn't posting the announcements. That's true, Cheese, but I don't think they're interested in that at all. Like, I don't think this demographic people we're talking about give a shit at all about facts. That's not what this is about. This is about getting attention from people who are invested in something, right? It's poking a bear. Because we're a bear, dude. Legacy community is a freaking bear. And if you poke at us, you're going to get some sort of reaction, right? They just like reactions, man. They probably don't get any attention in their real life. So they can come to a place where people are invested in shit and piss on them. Then, you know, they get some back and forth. Maybe somebody argues with them. It's sad, but truth. I mean, yeah, how do you stop that? I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I just stopped participating. Like, I pretty much stopped participating in the Valheim subreddit because of it. A lot of the places in the internet in general, I just don't go. All of social media pretty much cut out. It's that same behavior, you know. It's rage bait. Yeah, I probably won't be around, man, for the tournament. And then Sunday, live. Oh shit! Why is he still there? Uh-oh. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. I don't want to die. Leave me alone. Could have despawned. Why the crap is he still there? Daytime. Goes. I think he's leaving. There he goes. Get out of here. Daytime, Wraith. You're a night monster. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Go. Shoot. That was scary. Gone. Alright, there he goes. He's gone. He's out of here. That was just about game ending there. Noto to update the roadmap because people are not going to care about stuff before early access. Oh, they haven't updated it? Yeah, they've been doing some sort of updates. Like little mini roadmap kind of stuff. I think I've seen that somewhere. Where they had like the patch, basically. I think they're just working on that patch coming up. Trying to get that into the best possible spot. I know they're really working hard on the wizard to try and make him as clean as possible so he's not full of exploits and bugs when he comes out. Because he's gonna break the game, I think. I mean, he's all elemental damage. So he's gonna freaking melt warriors and rogues. You know, who rely on physical armor. I think he's gonna have slows with the ice and maybe stuns with lightning. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna totally break the freaking meta. So they need to be really careful how they implement it, right? It'd be game changing. Players will surge back for the wipe. I hope so, man. I really do. I really hope so. But I have no idea. I have resigned to the conclusion that I don't know shit. Because I thought this game was going to blow up for sure. I thought there's no way this game isn't going to just freaking crush when it releases. And it didn't. And I was wrong. So I've resigned to the fact that I don't know shit. I'm ride or die for it. Like, I'm gonna play it every day and keep supporting it, keep making content for it, but I'm done trying to figure out the market and understand it. I don't think there's any. I think it doesn't have anything to do with quality, really. I think it's just emotional sentiments that people have. And anytime you have like a new IP, you know, like new intellectual property, people aren't emotionally invested in that IP, right? They don't know any of the characters, they don't know any of the story, so they don't care, you know? People need these characters that they are familiar with and cling on to, you know? When you give them something new, it's like they don't know how to form opinions, right? And so if they don't have a streamer, if they don't have their favorite streamer telling them that it's a great game and they need to play it, then they don't know how to react. So it must be bad because, you know, Mr. Streamer Man isn't playing it. People's critical thinking skills are pretty much destroyed. Legacy of stuff. Yeah, it's not a perfect game. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with it. It's not a perfect game. But I see them working on it, you know, and they're fixing a lot of the stuff. They're trying to, at least. I mean, I see them working. I just don't know why the rest of the world doesn't get it, you know. That makes me feel old. These damn kids these days, they don't know what the hell they're missing out on. You know, back in my day, if we had a dev who would freaking answer your pings on a social media platform, we would have been head over heels. We never had that kind of interaction with devs. It's insane to me that people get to talk to the CEO of the company, you know, casually. Like, that is wildly cool. Your progress in storage. Dude, the last 5 times I've played, I haven't been able to loot anything because my inventory is just freaking slammed. But I need to upgrade my chest, dude. I don't have all my chests upgraded. Yeah, I need the next workbench. Requires the anvil, which I have not seen. I fear the EA launch was kind of bad. Yeah, I didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. Like, I didn't expect it to go the way it did. There was over 100, 150k impressions with multiple streams. Yep. Yeah, Asmongold played it, and usually that's a good catalyst, you know. But he didn't really talk it up either. I mean, he had fun when Goofball gave him the axe, but he didn't really sell it, you know what I mean? He's kind of like, yeah, it's better than it was. So he didn't really give it like a stamp of approval, which is, I don't know, I guess if it's honest, that's cool, but like, I know he got removed from OTK, or stepped down from OTK, so maybe there's like some bad feelings there, since he's no longer part of the organization. And that's who invested in the organization, invested in Legacy. It wasn't Asmongold, it was OTK. So now maybe he's kind of estranged from that. I don't know. It's so weird to figure out people's motives for stuff. But yeah, I'm trying not to live in a copium bubble, right? I'm trying to be objective about it. And objectively, it doesn't look good, guys. Right? This patch doesn't like turn things around. Big content update doesn't turn things around. I think it's gonna be hard to get people back to even try the game, because oh, what's up? What's up? What's up, Pondo? We're just kind of dooming here. We're just kind of dooming our brains out. I'm trying to chill, play some Valheim. Expressing our concerns about Legacy. Want me to reference your Twitch or YouTube? Like in your video, or what are you talking about there, Pondo? Nice calculator, by the way, dude. That was freaking awesome, man. Like, I watched the demonstration video of it. Like, that's really impressive stuff, man. Like, building those spreadsheets. What's your dedication to it, man? Freaking huge, dude. Huge. I'm gonna give you a huge in the house. Just for working your ass off as hard as you have. Yeah, this is the Legacy. Yeah, this is the guy. He made a freaking calculator spreadsheet so you can theory craft. You can theory craft your brain out now. Yeah, I'm talented with it's not a waste, man. If you're having fun with it, you know, and you're practicing your skills, it is anything but a waste. You know, if you're passionate about it, if you're having fun with it, and there's potential for revenue, I think you're doing good, man. We doom? Doom. Nah, we're just all kind of in agreement here that the Discord's turned into a cesspool, and I don't think any of us really have an answer of how to clean it up. You know? It's a Spanish or something, dude. I don't know what it needs. Because the trouble is, let's say you ban all the doomers, right? Anybody who says like super negative shit and like they don't really be constructive, then you start this narrative of, oh, Victorious doesn't listen to the gamers. Victorious just bans everybody, and that's like really bad narrative, right? Because that shit spreads. Like when you start hearing that sentiment, like, that is not a good sentiment to hear. Whether it's, I don't think it's true, but I'm saying like that's gonna be the narrative if you ban people, you know? So you need some other way to handle it, I think. Make me a mod. We can span that bitch. Yeah, maybe, dude. Maybe that's what it takes. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said, I've kind of admitted that I'm clueless because I thought this game was gonna blow up. Like I thought it was gonna be freaking huge out of the gate. And here we are. Yeah. So I've kind of resigned to it. I'm just gonna play some Valheim, play some Legacy. Stop trying to predict shit. I don't have that role in the community. Me neither, man. I've passed it up a couple times. It's a headache, dude. thankless headache. Except for right now, I'm gonna thank Otter. Thank you for doing it. Appreciate you, man. You're huge. Give you a pretty huge too. That's pretty huge to try to take that on, you know. Brother, I'm so sorry you were playing Legacy last night. Yeah, dude, I played Legacy all night. I played like 5 hours. I was playing with Butcher and Rogue main. Butcher's freaking awesome. Have you guys met Butcher yet? Dude, we almost gotta watch his commercial. If you guys haven't, if you guys don't know who Butcher is yet, dude, this guy's freaking awesome. When we talk about huge. 2 Discord mods in chat? Hell yeah. Butcher from the boys? Butcher from... You don't know who Butcher is. I gotta introduce you to this guy. Let me find his... So you guys seen my He-Man edit, right? So I showed him that. He's like, okay. He's like, I got something you gotta watch or whatever. He's like, I got something to share with you. Was I playing a priest? No. No, I was playing my warrior. Swedish supplement, man. Make sure. Dude. So this guy is freaking legit a legend, dude. I think we're super lucky to have him in the community. Well, I hate to chat and drop, but I'm trying to edit this video. Would you rather me watermark with your YouTube channel or your Twitch? Oh, let's do YouTube, man. I'm trying to pump up the YouTube. No, thanks for coming in and chatting, Pondo. I think you're busy, dude. You're huge. Doing good, man. Huge. Yeah, congrats again on completing that spreadsheet, man. That's really awesome. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, and thanks for thanks for any sort of shout out or anything like that you can do for me. Hell yeah, dude. No, I appreciate you, man. You're huge. All right, you guys. So this is the Butcher. This is a new member of the Legacy community, and he's having a blast. And next time you see him stream, just go in and say hi to him because he is freaking cool as shit. Anyway, so he watched my He-Man. He was in my chat the other night, and he watched my He-Man edit. He's like, oh, you got it. He's like, you gotta see this old commercial I did. Here, watch this shit.
And the king of supplements! I'm Daniel, king of the ring and defender of the secrets of Atterhagen through life. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic product and said, by the power of Swedish supplements, I have the power! That random dog became a badass tiger, and I became Manmaker, the most powerful man in the universe.
Yeah, so that's the Butcher, and he's like super into Legacy. He's like an old retired professional wrestler. That is him, yeah. Yeah, that's Butcher. He's like a retired professional wrestler, and he did all sorts of commercials, and he did motion capture for Conan the Barbarian video game. Dude, he's cool as shit, man. And he's just a really fun, nice guy, like really good energy, really good vibes. I played with him last night, him and Rogue. We teamed up for a little threes action. Had a really good time. Super cool dude. And he's from Sweden, where this game is made. So that's where Valheim comes from. What a weird cross collab. Oh, with the He-Man thing? Dude, that's like right up the wrestler's alley. You mean like wrestlers and supplements don't go together, or what? I think wrestlers and supplements would be like perfect collab. Alright, we got some more blood bags. Let's cook some more foods. I mean, this guy in Legacy? Dude, he's into the warrior. He loves the warrior, right? The warrior's him. I was teasing him because I was like, dude, most people play fantasy games to like be somebody they're not. And like, you're actually like the warrior in real life and you're playing the warrior. He's like, oh, yeah. Dude, he was cool as shit, man. I really liked him. Like, he is the warrior. And he's always been a gamer, he says. He says he's always loved games. He's always played games. And yeah, he retired from wrestling. I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, I think he retired and had a kid. Now he's like more like a dad, you know, he's at home. No, he's great, dude. You gotta check. And his stream's like super chill too. He's not like doing that kind of shit in there. Definitely a boon to the community, I'd say. Going in for a quest. Good luck. Good luck. Hope you make it out with your head or somebody else's ear, at least. It's just funny. I don't know. Yeah, and the fact that he's chill too is like really cool, right? A lot of people like that are super aggressive and, you know, kind of mean. He's just chill. It reminds me of like one of my uncles. I got these uncles on my mom's side. They're all just like giants. They're all just like these huge freaking chill dudes. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of those guys. Alright, we got some more blood bags. Now we need some more turnip stew. Yeah, I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I mean, I get to go back to work tomorrow. That should be great. I just want to game, man. I just want to work on these channels. I just want to work on my monetization gear. And I feel like every hour that I spend doing something else is like in hours I'm behind on this stuff, you know? Mid-season update would be good. What do you mean a mid-season, like a update? What kind of update you thinking? Like adding like a new like weapons for warriors and stuff, because they're still missing like three of their skills, right? Something to get people kind of pumped up again. Serplings. Yeah, like add some skills classes that are missing them. They're probably trying to save all that stuff for the big content crop, right? But yeah, something to kind of tease along, because that's like a month away or 2 months away. Wait, is it a month or 2 months away? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what the strategy is. Like I said, I'm kind of tired of like thinking about it because I was pretty wrong about how this was gonna do at launch. I'm a little bummed about it all, but mostly just them fucking doomers, man. Them damn doomers. But no, it's good to see that sentiment, I guess, because I seen the reviews went down again, half a month away. Yeah, they're probably good with just patching shit for the next, you know, couple weeks. Get out like 2 more polish patches, and then try to. And I'm sure internally they're working their ass off on that wizard, trying to get him to work right, so he doesn't release in like a really bad state. Because that would also be a negative thing, right? If we build up to this big content patch and then it doesn't really work or whatever. Like, it's got to go really well, right? And even then, people are gonna talk shit. I can already hear it. I've just kind of lost faith in the internet. It's such a fucking cesspool, man. But look, we got the otter back. Otter, check out the otter. He's still there. We revamped the house, but we put him back. He's hanging out there. The Otter Lodge. Spider-Man named it the Otter Lodge. So he's got to stay there, even as we rebuild. There he is. Look at him. Look at him. Sleep and go back to the swamps. Sleeping in the swamps. We gotta roll some ads here too. Shit, we didn't do any. We haven't done any ads at all. We've been getting pre-rolls. Pre-roll ads. I'm gonna sit in my chair while we roll these. Stretch. Get out of that chair and stretch a little bit. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. Just want to hang out and game with you guys. We need the cheese. We need that cheese. We need to get that bag. And these 3 jobs should be pretty good for me too. They should set me up for a couple months. And I can come back and focus on this stuff again. Maybe do new painting. Color? Favorite color? Blue? I kind of love all the colors though. Light or dark? Dark. Wait, can you hear me? I'm not sure. I'm running ads right now. So. Yeah, I kind of love all colors because, like, I'm a painter, right? So I understand the relativity of color palettes and stuff. I'm kind of in the mindset of Picasso when it comes to color. Like, you should take the color you hate the most and make it like the center of your painting. So then you learn how to work with all the different colors. Yeah, I could talk about color theory for a while. Colors. Oh, you mean color? What is your favorite color? Primary colors, tertiary colors, secondary colors. What are we talking about here? We're talking about the Dead Zorn palette, or are we talking about, what kind of palette are we talking about here? Color range. Are we talking about classical pigments, or are you talking about modern pigments? So busy working on the house, I forget to do the chores. Oh shit, those aren't gonna grow, are they? Crap. Wait, what? No way. They're not gonna grow. They can't. They're covered. Yeah, I need to open the sky. That's the problem with this overhang here. We gotta... Like, it's definitely like objective in that red and blue is blue, but it's relative to the colors around it, which is really interesting, right? Like, you guys remember that meme with the dress? Like 10 years ago, everybody's freaking out about that dress. Is it a blue dress or is it a gold dress or whatever that meme was? People were seeing different colors, looking at the same image. And there is slight variation, I guess. Like, some people don't see color exactly the same, like they're colorblind or partially colorblind. And then that alters their perception of what colors is, what color's color. But yeah, pigments are objective, right? If you grind up lapis lazuli, you're gonna get like the same color every time. It's just material, it's a mineral, you know? Yeah, how we perceive it, and then what also is around it changes how we perceive it. That's the theory behind Zorn's palette. Zorn's Dead palette. Zorn's Dead palette's really interesting because it uses like super limited colors. It's like 3 colors, but you can paint anything with it. Like anything. Like it especially like portraits and like flesh tones and stuff. And it's they're like desaturated colors. Like there's this lamp black, I think it's called. There's a Mars black? Shit, I can't remember. But it's like it's blue basically. It's just black, and so you can kind of open it up with some like white paint, and now you got a blue on your palette. That's also your black. Really interesting stuff. How the brain processes color. Like you can, yeah. There's some cool examples. You'll have like the same color, but it'll be tiled with other colors, and it kind of changes depending on what's around it. Can't sleep. Back to the swamp. I kind of want to bring the big boat back here, park it in here, and see. I mean, that's just the little boat. But we got this other boat coming for Ashlands, which is freaking massive. Don't know if it's gonna fit in here or not. I'm gonna be bummed if it doesn't. But I also don't want to spawn it in. I can cheat and like spawn it in and then size out the base to make sure it fits. Yeah, there's the big boat. We should go grab it. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring that back so we have a better idea, because the Dakar boat is like twice as big as this one. It's so dangerous being in the plains. We're not ready for the zone yet, but we like the rocks. So we come here and farm these rocks, but these monsters in the zone will absolutely eat me alive if they catch me. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going for it. Deathsquito. We got armor for him though, so it's a little bit safe for fighting these ones. There's locks out there though? Shit. There's 2 locks. I can take 2 hits from this guy. Should be able to one-shot him though. Hiding in the trees. There he is. I can get hit twice by him though. Oh, I was watching this Valheim streamer last night. He had like 10,000 viewers. Just like crushing the viewer count, right? And he's playing hardcore Valheim. We watch him for about 5 minutes, and he dies in the most ridiculously unskilled way ever. And I'm like, man, I'm actually not as bad at this game as I thought. It gave me hope. Gave me hope. Oh, those aren't blocks. Nice. That's just a rock pile. Sweet. It's actually awesome. Come here and make sure there isn't something lurking around that's gonna wrap on us. We gotta chop this thing up and maybe noisy. See what's inside of it too. Shit, we got a bunch of metal. Crap. The metal we can't bring back with us. You have to ship the metal. You can't teleport it through the teleporter. Let's hide it here for now. Not that much, actually. It's pretty little. Backward, to be honest. Alright. Should have enough weight, because once we break this thing, we gotta catch all the materials so they don't sink to the bottom of the ocean. The nails are really expensive to make this. You have to pick a bunch of iron nails. Really expensive, and they'll sink right to the bottom. Then you gotta build a diving board to try and get down there to get them. So we're gonna beach it. We don't have a good axe either. We need a good axe. Oh shit, what was... Loot Goblin. Are you still here, Loot Goblin? Sorry, I kind of blanked on what you were saying there. You asked me if I was the priest? I was the rogue that wiped you guys. Yeah, Goblin. I was running around with Butcher and Rogue. Butcher plays a warrior, I play a warrior, and Rogue plays rogue. We only did like 3 or 4 games, I think. We got wiped by Zug and his group. We got into a fight with him over at the North Ogre. And they killed Rogue, and then me and Butcher took down one of the warriors, and then I think the hunter killed us with bombs. I'm not sure actually what happened. That was the only real PvP we got into. We didn't really get into any other PvP. It was pretty quiet. Yeah, I don't have hard feelings over PvP, man. Even if you gank me, I don't care. Still say GG usually. I really don't take it seriously or personally. It's not fun, but part of the adventure, you know. All about the adventure, all about the story, you know. As long as I get a good story out of it, I get some content out of it, that's all I really care about. Oh. Got our boat in our pocket now. You can bring nails through. You can bring metal that you built, but you can't bring unrefined metal through. You gotta like make nails or make weapons out of the metal, then you can bring it in the portal. But yeah, like these scraps or stuff like that, you can't bring through. You gotta like build a processing center at the spot or ship it back on a boat. And some people hate that. Some people run mods on their game, so then they can bypass that and just send the metal through the portal. But I think it quickens the gameplay loop a little too much, like the delayed gratification of like going and collecting all this stuff, piling it up, and then making a big push back to the base with it. Because like that feeling of like rolling into the shore on your big boat, loaded down with all these materials, is like really, really rewarding. Because then you get to, you know, make weapons, you get to like add to the base. It's like a really big upgrade, you know. But it's slow and it's arduous, it's dangerous. It's just more fun when you do that way. Like I play this game for the slow gameplay, for the long gameplay loop, you know. Legacy is like one of the only games I play. Well, I play a little bit of games of short loops, but yeah, I'm kind of more of a long gameplay guy. Like that delayed gratification. Make me earn it. Make me suffer for it. Like to earn stuff. Is that a tar pit in the middle? Tar pit? No. Like some sort of liquid though. I really want the tar. We can make nice windows. And... What's up, Jim? Welcome in. How you doing? Valheim. Probably gonna be a shorter stream tonight. I gotta work in the morning, so I can't stay up all night. I got some of my bids approved. I got 3 houses to paint now, which is good. So I'll probably take like a month to get those knocked out, and then I'll be back to full time again. But I'm still gonna try to stream every day. But they'll probably be like shorter streams, you know, like 4-hour guides or something. I don't want to drop this ball, man. Like, I feel like it's finally starting to kind of roll a little bit, you know? And I hate pulling away to have to, like, go do other stuff, but man, I got to, you know? Gotta pay for them groceries, keep the lights on. You guys have been helping, man. Don't get me wrong. You guys are doing great, like, all the subs and shit. And got me that game yesterday, dude. That was huge. Thank you again, man. That was freaking fun as hell to get freaking gifted the game. One of my big chatters, you know? Pretty awesome, dude. Pretty huge of you. They give you a free huge on the house. Actually, it's not free. You earned it, dude. Actually, you know what? You know what? You're gonna get a huge, massive huge as well. There you go. Yeah, I got you. I need to pay bills. Yeah, it's true, man. And so I just, my strategy is I keep just like a super low overhead, right? Like I don't buy shit, I don't go out. I try to keep as low of an overhead as possible. So then I can, because what's really important to me is my time, right? My time is what I value. I think we can get the Drakkar in here because we got tons of room. Because the Drakkar is like twice as big as this big boat. The Drakkar is massive, so I think we're good. We're not gonna be able to park all 3 of them. Probably put the car maybe drop the carbon over here. It's kind of for looks, you know. Yeah, we're doing good. I was kind of afraid this was going to be too small, but the big boat's about twice as big as this one. And we got almost twice as much room here, so hoping it'll fit. I could cheat and spawn it in and just test it, but I think it's more fun to for you guys to have to watch me figure it out, you know. Instead of, you know, you just tune in and everything's like done. I did work a lot on this during the day though, off stream. Got it. Yeah, we got most of this new roof line done. Oh, huge, Pondo. That looks great, man. Dude, that looks awesome. That's huge. That looks freaking professional as hell, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, Pondo, that looks great, dude. Nice, thanks, man. Yeah, we got the shell kind of. That's kind of what we're focused on, is just getting the outer walls. But we got tons of room now. Yeah, no, Pondo. That's, if you're still in the chat, Pondo, that's perfect, man. That's all I ask of you, dude. Is just try to. You can use any of my content, man. If you freaking give me that kind of like support or whatever, you can use freaking whatever you want, man. I mean, that's all that really matters, you know, is like that I get some sort of credit for it, like so people can find me, you know, like that's really where I'm lacking, you know. It's not that I'm lacking in making content, it's that I'm lacking in finding my audience, you know. Huge. Huge. Pondo does put like a little banner on the new video he's making, because he let him use one of my segments from a stream. I was like, yeah, that's cool, you know, just make sure you like mention me somewhere or something, and he just sent me a screenshot with like a nice little banner at the bottom. Follower YouTube, which is like perfect, that's all I ask. That, you know, if you use my content, you help me, and I'm helping you. We build this shit together, you know? I think we can get way further if we work together, right? What do they say? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, bring a party, right? I want to go far. I want to go really far. I want to take this shit as far as it goes, you know? I want to take this shit all the way. Speaking of going all the way, follow that link, chat. Go give me a freaking sub on the old YouTubes. Help me meet my goals this year. So we don't have to go paint houses. We can just hang out here with you guys. Play games. Shit. Do some paintings for you guys. Kind of the dream, you know? Yeah, the dream is to find something you love and do that every day, so then you never have to work again. You're doing what you love, right? It doesn't feel like work when you genuinely care about it. And I like painting houses. It's not a bad trade. If I get that gratification of like people saying, "Oh, I love the colors. Oh, it looks so much better," you know, like. There is that gratification. I do enjoy it, but it's not my passion, you know. Architectural painting is okay, but not what I want to do with the rest of my life. Make paintings, videos, play video games. The only way I can do that is with you guys, is with the community. Stuff doesn't work without you guys. Me yelling into the void is all it is. Keep yelling back. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to go work tomorrow. I haven't had any work for like 3-4 weeks now. It's also good just for exercise too. Like house painting is actually really aerobic, like you're crawling and squatting and like, you don't have to carry too much stuff. The carry isn't that bad. You don't really gotta lift too much, but just the aerobic nature of it is really intense. Isn't that bad. Which most people don't realize. It's kind of like working grocery. If you guys ever work grocery, grocery is also like a secretly really hard job. Stocking shelves. Not sure if you guys ever stocked shelves before. It is not easy. Go, 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 go. We got the boat, that's good, fits nicely. I'm kind of worried how big your car is though. I guess we just gotta see, we gotta go through and beat all the stuff, and then we can figure that out. We gotta beat the queen. I don't know, man. This is gonna be so hard. I can barely beat the queen on regular without dying. I think we're just gonna practice is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the cheat server, and then we're gonna spawn the bosses in there on hardcore, and then practice those bosses. Then we come here and then try to execute that without dying, you know? I think that's gonna be the strategy. Because doing it cold might be really painful. Peek on this side. Peek up there. we're gonna play some more Soul Mask, dude. We are gonna get back to that one, Jim. That is a pretty good one. I liked what I played already, but I'm just really excited about working on this right now. Made some good progress the last couple days on it, so I really like building stuff, you know. Does it have a pretty good building system? I didn't really get to see much of that yet. Just gotta do some of the combat, which is pretty good. The combat was pretty good. Oh shit! I almost died there. Oh, the building's up there? Okay, good, good. Yeah, and the exploration seemed nice. Like, there's some cool stuff to like find. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, thinking about it right now. I'm like thinking about like playing it. Like, I want to play it now. But also, like, I want to get this really kind of. I want to get this base really kind of built, and then maybe we'll play that other one. But as soon as this base is like kind of more satisfied with it, then we can just log into Valheim and then chase some bosses. Then maybe we'll start switching it up again, but I want to finish the base as much as I can, and then yeah, then we can just focus more on like actual progression. But I want a cool place to come back to in between that for you guys to like see, you know, so it's not this disheveled mess of a base, which it kind of is now. Kind of just a mess, you know. Yeah, we're right at the height. Oh yeah, that should help. Right at the maximum height for the support structures we have. Which to me is kind of fun, right? Then we gotta kind of tinker with it and like figure out how to make it work, you know. This is totally not necessary, I guess. I'm just doing this for looks. Fine. Aesthetic values. Some rope too. That's sticking up. So either that lines up nicely, except for these little grasses sticking up, but way around that. So you get rid of this piece, which I really like. It fits nicely here. Just leave it. Let's go see on the inside now how it looks. We're gonna have to clean it up quite a bit inside there. Yeah, how's your new rig? How's your new rig working out, Jim? Has it been pretty good? Is it doing what it's supposed to be doing? Had any trouble with it or anything? Did pretty big upgrade. Got all your hard drives, your new rig, your new computer. Did you get a new computer and hard drive and all that stuff a couple weeks ago? Working out really good? Nice, dude. Yeah, that's always good to hear, man. Sometimes we get lemons and shit, you know, it's like, oh no, it's, you know, stuff's not working right, or... And I think it's the quality assurance for some of these computer manufacturers isn't always there. Yeah, sometimes you just get junk, you know, it's a good brand or whatever, but it's like a bad batch a lot of times. I don't like how these poke through, but one of the peak's not bad, but oh shit. You gotta be careful, don't die here, falling. Yeah, let's see how it looks. I bet you it's gonna look way better. Huge, that looks way better. That roof line is a little too uninterrupted. It's too high though. Maybe that peak needs to come down a little bit. Maybe start over here and then end like here. Maybe if we just put a cross beam in the middle there. Yeah, the only thing that was messed up. Yo, shout out to Blobber. What's up, Rogue Man? How you doing, man? We're just kind of chilling. We're just doing a little short stream tonight. We got to work in the morning, so can't stay up too late. Yeah, the only thing that was messed up was the motherboard RAM slot was broken, but I exchanged it out for another one. Ah. Yeah, dude, that's good you got it exchanged, man. You got it from somewhere where you could do that. And that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes they just, even the shipping, sometimes they'll break shit, or you just get lemons, you know. Stuff just doesn't freaking work. You good? Just waking up? Dude, me too, man. I slept freaking all day. And I gotta get up in the morning tomorrow, though, and work. I paint houses with my day job. And I just put in 3 bids. I got all 3 accepted, so I'm gonna be busy for the next month. I'm still gonna stream, but I'm gonna have to cut back to like maybe like 4 hours instead of 8. But I feel like my ball's just kind of getting rolling, you know? Like I really hate to step away from this at all. I gotta pay them bills, you know, man? And like I've been getting subs and stuff, and I have a really low overhead. Like I don't need much money, but it's just not quite there yet, you know? Yeah, dude, it's tough, man. It's really tough. You almost gotta be like independently wealthy, I feel, to like really get this stuff going quickly, you know? Like it's so hard to, 'cause it takes so much time, right? Especially if you're editing your own videos. Like not only do you like stream 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, then you gotta edit stuff, you know? You gotta get other content out there besides that. Like, how do you have a day job and do that? Like, I guess I kind of manage to do it, but I still have to like take time off of this a little bit. But I don't have kids, I don't have like a dog, I don't have anything. Like I got leaf bugs that I take care of, that's it. So my commitment's like super low. Build's looking amazing. I also think it's adorable that you kept the otter as long as you did. Well, I didn't get rid of the otter, Spidey. Have you seen the new otter placement? It's still there. Look at him. Look at him. He's got a new little home tucked inside there. It's still the Otter Lodge. It's got doom towers, but it's still the same old deal here. Yeah, we got him a nice little spot in there. It's all cozy. Yeah, thanks. I think it's coming along. I think I put a lot of time into it today, just trying to get the shell. It's gonna be a good home. Adorbs. I'm adorable. I know it. I know. What's up, Spidey? How you doing? I was just kind of lamenting that I gotta go back to work tomorrow. I mean, I'm grateful that I have work, but I really just want to focus on this, you know. But I got 3 bids all accepted. 2 of them are smaller. They're like 2-day projects, and then the third one's like a big, like almost a month long on its own. Depending on, sometimes they give me coworkers too. Sometimes they have people come help me. So it also depends on if I'm doing it solo or not. I mean, I'd kind of rather do it solo because I get more money that way. But if they give me some employees, then I gotta manage them. I kind of hate managing employees. I just rather do it myself, you know. Yeah, it's coming together. Kind of like where it's going. The side feels a little short still, so I think what we're gonna do is take this little potting shed down, then we're gonna build it into this wall and build like a little kind of mini tower out of it, and that'll kind of balance out like this, because this side's way bigger, this side's way shorter. We kind of extend this and put something over here. I think it'll kind of balance it out, and then the towers are gonna look way different too. I'm having a hard time even imagining kind of what that's gonna look like. I don't know. And we got the big boat in there, so it's the right size. Right size. So we might be able to get the Drakkar in there. I'm not sure. The Drakkar is like twice as big as the longboat. We won't be able to park all 3, but we'll be able to have the big boat in there. Glad you got some work. I am too. I'm glad, because I was kind of nervous. Like the coffers were getting kind of low, you know. And you guys have been doing your part with the subs, you know. So I gotta thank you guys for that. And I do keep a low overhead, but I need a little more, you know. Like I need to pay them bills. Yeah, then I kind of feel guilty too, because like people subbed and like, you know, I don't want them to feel bad that they subbed and then I'm like only doing 4-hour days instead of 8. But it's kind of tough. It's tough to find that balance, you know. Thankfully, you kept your overhead lower than most as well. Dude, Rogue, that is the strategy, man. Don't buy shit you can't afford, right? It's crazy. Oh, man. Pretty hugely build going on here. Dude, first time chatter. Hugely. First time chatter. Everybody knows what happens with first time chatters around here, right? you get a free huge on the house. Welcome in, dude. Yeah, we got the shell pretty much done. We haven't really fleshed out any of the inside yet. We had it pretty built up, but it was really tiny. And so now we're getting the shell put together. And it's getting there. Our forge is down here for now, but we're going to put that over here in this corner, I think. But the goal is to get the Drakkar inside. Big boat. How much of this game have you played, Finn? Have you beat it? Not gonna spoil anything for you, am I? Dude, do you think it'll fit? I don't know if it'll fit. It's big enough for this for the long boat. I really hope it fits, and I don't want to cheat and like spawn it in. Gonna be tight? Yeah, I know. I could push these walls back, maybe one. That's what she said. Ha! Whitey going in for the that's what she said jokes. It's hilarious. Gonna be tight. Yeah, I think it'll work though. I think it will. I kind of want the drama of like not knowing, right? Like I was thinking I could just pull up the console and spawn it in and measure it out. But I think it's a little bit such a juvenile 30-year-old. That's good though. You got to maintain that kind of humor to keep you young. I think, right? I think old people get too sensitive. You know, as people get older, sometimes they get more sensitive. And when we're kids, we're like everything's funny, right? I don't know. I try to maintain youthful humor, you know. One of my favorite streamers is Kabobbles, and he's all about like dick and fart jokes and talking about boobies and wieners, and I just it's funny. I don't know. Like I'm pretty reserved when it comes to that sort of stuff, but I do laugh at it. But it might, yeah. And I was gonna spawn it in and then like measure it out. But I like the iteration process, right? I like building something and then there being a problem, then having to solve that problem and try to work around it. Yeah, welcome in, dude. Thanks for the first time chat. Huge. Oh, and if you follow, you get a free frog. Every follower gets a free frog. We got these little guys here we're handing out. All we ask is that you bring them back once in a while so you can play with the other little guys. They like to dance and hang out. And you gotta keep them hydrated too. You gotta keep them hydrated. Can't say no to a frog. Look at that little guy. Look at him too. How can you deny that little guy? But yeah, we get free emote for a follower. Just that first one there. Kind of a fun little way to spread the brand out and then give you guys something for following, because it's not a free frog. Like you're actually pushing buttons, you know. And you gotta get notified when I stream, so it's not really free. It's more like a frog for a follow. Some people do a follow for a follow. I do a frog for a follow. That's my gimmick. See, look at all those little guys. Look at them. And sometimes we even get huge with the frog too. Look at this. Huge. Yeah, but I'm curious how your Valheim story. Dan, are you a Valheimer or are you a Valheim appreciator? Curious. This game still has like 20,000 people playing it daily. And the streams are actually like, there's tons of them. Both? Dude, I love it. It's one of my favorite games. Like, I play a lot of different games. Kind of for different reasons, you know? Like, my favorite PvP game right now is Legacy. But this I play for building and exploration. You like to watch others play it also? Everyone has their own style. It's true, man. There's so many ways to play it. Like right now I'm building in hardcore, which is like crazy, right? Most people don't build in hardcore. They do speed runs through hardcore. But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take some time and build a crazy base. And check out these towers I'm building, dude. I'm building 3 towers, which is probably the dumbest thing you could do in hardcore, because you know you fall, you're dead, right? Like, we're working on. So we got the roof line down there, but we're gonna connect these 2 trees to a big, massive tower. Maybe do like a lighthouse kind of thing out of it on the water. These branches make me nervous. I can never see where I'm going. Yeah, I love this game, dude. I got like 4,000 hours in it. I've beaten it pretty much every way except for hardcore. That's kind of like my gamer goal of the year, is I want to beat this thing. I think Valheim is 50% mining ore and bringing it back. Yep. The rest is divided between building and fighting bosses. Love it. No, I love that delayed gratification too, right? Like you have to... I don't like to do... Like some people do the teleport ore thing. I don't like that though. I like to ship it. You know, I like having to gather it and then the delayed gratification of, you know, having to sail it back, and then finally you get to apply it, right? You get to use it, and then it feels really rewarding. Yeah, we're gonna connect this platform over here. Then I'm not sure if we're gonna do a circular tower yet or a rectangular one. I'm gonna see how well we can circle and cover up, because I want to cover up all the branches, right? So we'll see how far out we can go. We might have to use some iron. We might have to plant like another tree back in here or something. Not really sure yet. I'm having a hard time visualizing these towers. They're just freaking massive. But yeah, this isn't the normal way to play hardcore. like most people just, yeah, speed run through it. They build like a little box for a base. But I'm really into building. I'm really into like the creativity of Valheim. And then like the combat is probably third. Yeah, it's probably exploration, building, and combat that I really play this game for. Building is the main thing. And exploration, I just love finding cool spots to build stuff. And teaching people how to play, it's really fun too. Oh yeah, I can kind of start to see it now here. I can kind of see how this is gonna... Dude, this is gonna be fun. These are gonna be like big gates, but it's gonna look like a big gate, kinda. Yeah, we're gonna need some bonfires though, right? Dude, this is gonna be huge. Oh my god. And I think we're not gonna do iron. We're just gonna cap it there. We're gonna put a wooden roof up there. I don't think we're gonna go any higher with the iron, because it's already kind of like disproportionate. We could probably get away without the trees and just use iron and go up to here, but... And then wood up to here, maybe that might be a little more proportionate. But these towers are fun to build. Yeah, I'm liking it coming together. Yeah, we need some like torches, sort of way to light it. Yeah, I'm starting to become pleased. I'm starting to be able to see it, you know? I kind of get lost sometimes in the planning phase. If I sketch it out in wood a little bit and try to help visualize it, and then I build a section and like I hate it, and I'm like, I gotta rebuild it, and then tear it apart. Maybe a peak? No, we're not gonna put a peak. We're gonna get rid of this roof line though, I think. We're gonna push it out to here, out to this edge. Put a peak on there. And all this raised dirt we're going to cover with stone as well, so we got a nice, consistent looking wall. I hate the way these look. Like, they're really functional, right? Like, you can't break them. So even if we put stone on them, the stone will be able to get broken. We'll have to manage that a little bit, but we'll be safe in our little sanctuary here. Oh, and then, so this is also, this is Spider-Man here. This is Spider-Man's contribution. They're one of our big shatters. One of our huge shatters. Here, I'll show you. One of the first times they came in, they were like, how do you do that sign? Like I was doing the HTML stuff on the signs. They're like, how'd you do that? And then so I walked them through the process of how we did it. And I let them pick out an emote, an emoji. They chose an otter. So we made the Otter Lodge is what we call this place. And he's red, so when he gets light on the front side, he glows like bright red. Yeah. And then this we're going to turn into a tower. We're going to push this over to the wall. And then, I don't know if you guys have opinions on this, but I can't get them. I'm trying to get the raids to consistently spawn in here, but they don't. Sometimes they'll get like 1 or 2 mobs from a raid in here, and then the rest of them spawn way out there. And sometimes I'll get both of like the trolls to spawn in here, but I can't consistently do it, and I don't know why. Not sure how to get them to consistently spawn, because I think it'd be great to have like a mosh pit, right? You just sit here and spam arrows. Oh, Fins! We're trying to get our YouTube channel too, man. If you could give us a sub on there, that'd be super huge. We're getting close to monetizing it as far as our viewed hours go, but we're having trouble getting the subscriptions we need on YouTube. We need 500 subs and we only got like 50. That's my other goal for the year, to get that YouTube channel up and running. Last year we started this Twitch channel and we got that monetized. We're making our Biezo bucks now. Hell yeah, dude. I'm really appreciative of that, man. I'm having a really hard time getting those subs up. I figured out a way to grind the viewed hours, but I'm really having trouble getting the subs. We're like, I calculated out how many we needed per month, and it was like 40 per month, and we only have 50, and it's like the 3rd month, so we're behind on those. But the viewed hours are coming along great, because I just publish all my VODs there. And then those are getting views. You guys, actually, we've been getting like 400 or 500 views on the VODs, which is crazy. I was looking at the analytics last night, and something's happening with the algorithm in our channel. Like, it's getting picked up. Like, when we started publishing our VODs there, we were getting like maybe 5 to 10 views. Now it's like hundreds. We could look at the graphs later, but yeah, it's working, man. Working. It's just we gotta keep grinding on it, you know. Gotta keep grinding. Yeah, I don't want to go paint houses anymore. I'm tired of that. I want to just do this stuff. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to play games. You got this, bro. The grind never stops. Yeah, and I think if you're grinding on something you love, that's great, right? Like that's the dream, man. Because then it doesn't feel like work. It feels more like play. I mean, it's still work, you know, like editing videos, but I love it. It's fun, you know. It's true, man. It's not even a grind. You're right. It's not. But it's so saturated because everybody wants the same thing, right? Everybody wants to have fun when they work. And so it's super saturated. So you got to just, I don't know, be relentless. It is exhausting like anything else. It is, man. It is. It is. Talking to people's hard work. People underestimate how difficult it is to speak publicly, I think. I know I did. Like when I started this, I was like, oh, this is going to be the same. Like I play games all day anyways, right? Like this is just going to be easy to do because I already play games. And then I started doing it. I'm like, wait a minute. Playing games is only like a quarter of it. Then the other quarter is like being personable and being friendly, and the other quarter is like publishing stuff and editing stuff, and the other quarter is like networking. And there's just a lot of moving parts to streaming, man. It's crazy. Have you tried getting up a community server and bringing in others? Yeah, I've talked about it a little bit, and people have suggested it, but I haven't done any community events yet. I don't have a Discord yet either. I need to build a Discord still. I'm just afraid of moderating it and like, cause that's just another thing I gotta do. But I think you're right. That's probably the next step is to do some more. And I do have a Valheim server. I got a dedicated Valheim server that me and my cousins play on sometimes. And I can swap that seed out and then do like a community thing. And there's also a cool speed run. I don't know if you know about this, Fins, but Thread Menace, and there's a couple other guys that I'm familiar with. You know who Thread Menace is? That run these trophy speed runs. I've been thinking about doing that too. Kind of getting involved in that community a little bit more. Because right now I haven't really done anything other than, well, so there's Legacy, Steel, and Sorcery. I'm a VIP / content creator on that Discord, and that community has been very supportive of me. Like pretty much all of my followers and everything pretty much comes from there. And then Valheim's like second. I get a little bit of juice from the Valheim community, but that Legacy community is just freaking strong, dude. I mean, they're really supportive. Like, I'd say like 80% of my chatters and subs come from that community. I did watch a few speedruns back when it first started, like Valheim. Yeah, there's a cool one where they collect trophies, and you gotta get like an add-on for it and stuff. Spidey brought it to my attention. Do a trophy hunt. I believe you can download the mod to practice it. Yeah, I think I need to practice and then probably watch Thread Menace and see kind of what his strategy is, because I don't have any idea of like, I mean, I have a slight idea of like what the order kind of is, you know, but I'm sure there's things they're doing that I haven't really thought about yet. Yeah, I'm also not really competitive too. I don't really, I mean, I like winning or whatever, but I'm kind of more of a creative person. Like, I've never really been into sports or competing. I'm more of like a golfer, right? Jeez, just checking before you sleep. You won't be around for threes tomorrow? I don't think so, Cheese. I don't think so, man. If you're looking for some teammates, you probably better start asking somebody else, because I'm probably going to get a late start, and I'm probably not going to want to stop working once I get over there to get it set up. If I can knock those 2 jobs out in like 2 days each, I'll probably grind on that. It sucks too, man, because they finally did what I was asking, and they gave us like a normalized weapon set, armor set. Maybe I'll be around. I don't know, dude. I can't promise, man. Can't promise. I really gotta focus on these bids now that I accepted them. Sucks, man. See, it's our. See, I feel so bad. I want to participate. I want to do stuff. I want to do stuff in the community. Can't right now. Can't. Gotta go make the cheese. Ping me if you are. Okay. All right, dude. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta get the dollars. We gotta pay for the groceries, the lights. Like I said, you guys are doing good with your Subs and stuff, man. I appreciate what you guys contribute, but we need a little more juice. We need just a little more juice. Yeah, that's the dream, man. It's just to hang with you guys, play games, yak with y'all, talk about what you guys are up to. I'm always interested in what you guys are doing too. My world is pretty small, you know, like, so to have like, people I can talk to about shit. Oh, we gotta roll some ads with you guys. Sorry, we gotta do, so the way we do ads, we do 3-minute blocks, and then we don't have to do any ads for an hour. Otherwise, people get free rolls, like, Ben would have had ads when he came in otherwise. So I'll be back in like 3 minutes, guys. Break. I'm gonna stand up actually and stretch. Get some water. And you guys do the same. Stay hydrated. shot here. You guys with the hydro. Get hydroed. Huge. Spidey knows what's up. Hydro. There we go. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Super chat. What's a super chat? Back to the chair. Yeah, they're done now. Yeah, look at my blanket though. Oh. I like to have the window open so it's nice fresh air, but it's chilly out here. A little chilly. I love fresh air. But it's nice, I got the computer set up so the exhaust like blows around my feet. I just gotta do some heat to heat the place up. AC heat. Got a little budget computer. The 4060 Ti in it. Works pretty good. I was nervous because I read all the reviews and I was like, oh shit. Because my 20, I still have my old computer too. I got this crazy old computer. One of my buddies was the art director for Borderlands 2. So I got his like dev machine from Borderlands, which is pretty sick, but it's just like freaking juiced out of its mind. It's like 10 years old, but like it's a freaking beast. And I've upgraded it a couple times now, and I just got to a point with it where I couldn't upgrade it anymore. I maxed out all the slots on it and everything, but it's got a 2080 Ti in it, which is a really nice card. And it benchmarks almost the same as the 4060 Ti, which I'm like, dang it. You know, I'm like, but the thing was to get a higher card, it was like a lot more money. It's out of my budget. In India. 4060 Ti. Ti 16 megabytes. It is, but it benchmarks around the same as the 2080 Ti, which I'm kind of like, dang it, like, I almost, because I didn't really want to upgrade, you know, like the 2080 was fine for me, but the processor on that old motherboard was the bottleneck, and I couldn't get any better processors. I'd maxed out what that motherboard could handle. And then my buddy who built the machine, like I said, he's a dev, and so it's all like super high-end quality parts, like he spares no expense kind of thing. It's his job, it's a write-off. Or actually the company might have just bought it for him. The 4060? Yeah, they're good budget card, man. It's not a bad card. But the difference between like a 4060 and a 4070 is pretty big. Especially like the 4070 Super is a really good value. Are you looking for an upgrade? I can't afford one really, man. I mean, I got this little budget guy, and it's doing everything I need. And I still got the old one too, which is just sitting there. So I'm good. Could have done better since I gave him Super PC. Nice. Yeah, it's the price just starts really going up, you know, and I just couldn't justify the cost. Like, yeah, geez, we just got this one like in December, I think it was. GX 4050, nice. That's new. Did you just get that, cheese? I feel like you had an older machine earlier. I thought you had like a 1080 or something in there. The GPU is the highest price. Yeah, that's crazy how much they are, man. You don't need an upgrade unless you need for streaming. End of last year. Yeah, it's about the same time I got mine too. On a laptop. Old 7.7, nice. Yeah, I had a 1080 Ti forever. I had a 1080 forever, and I finally, my homie, I painted part of his house for this old computer, and that had the 2080 in there. And that was fine. Yeah, I have 4060 Ti, 16 gigabytes. So it's good. It handles most stuff pretty well. But it kind of it gets hot, right? Like it's like I gotta push it a little bit. You good, dude? That'll last. Yeah, it works. It works nice. I mean, but like I'm saying, the 2080 Ti almost benchmarks the same. So it's like I hated to like upgrade. It's almost like a side grade at that point, you know. Yeah, RAM. I got a couple more RAM slots I can upgrade. I can't remember what processor it was. It was one of the newer gens, like 13, 14 gen. But yeah, I think I got 2 or 3 more slots for RAM. In the same boat as me, I need to upgrade RAM. And then I can also, I did just put a new hard drive into it. I got a new 2 terabyte hard drive. Because 1 terabyte just wasn't enough, so I got another SSD, put that in there. better deal. Oh, true. Yep, that's true, Jim. That's true. And I didn't have 16 megabytes. I had 8. Yeah. And so I got a big upgrade there too, because I did see stuff bottlenecking on benchmarks with the 2080, because it can't like cache as much stuff or whatever. But the 16 you can cache way more. It's a little bit smoother. So overall, it was an upgrade. I mean, I just hate to get rid of that old machine because it was so cool. It's like this little Frankenstein. You know, then like I said, it was the Borderland art director's PC, like, so I kind of like that. You know, that was kind of a cool thing. I mean, I like thinking about that. Yeah, he's one of my homies, dude. Why don't you just sell it? I could. I like it though. I want to build like a server out of it or something. I like tinkering on old computers. It's fun. But yeah, I painted the Borderlands art director's. He's got like a house near mine. And I go help him on it once in a while. It's like a rental house. And he'll trade me old computer parts or pay me some cash or whatever. But he's a homie. I've known him for a while now. He's a pretty cool guy. He won't tell me what he's working on now though, which pisses me off. He's like, I can't. He's like, it's under NDA. I'm like, what company you working for? He's like, this is some startup company. I'm like, so I'm really curious what he's working on, because once in a while he'll hit me up and be like, hey, what do you think about this system? What do you think about this mechanic? He'll ask me about games and stuff. I love talking to him about games, but he can't. He's kind of like my other friend too. I have another friend who's a vice president of a pretty good sized dev team. And he's always like really careful what he says, you know. A lot of this stuff is very, you know, NDA. Like, you can't talk about a lot of these deals and like a lot of these pitches he's doing. So they're all kind of closed mouth about it. Their next project is. But yeah, it's fun being around the game industry. Running into people at bars and stuff who are like working on games and shit you're into. So 4070 non-super at the moment. I like it, but I wish I kept my 790. Is it just the brand? Maybe it's just the brand. Maybe you just like the brand better. GPU is broke. But is the motherboard? Ah, shit, yeah. Troubleshooting bottlenecks is always a pain in the ass, dude. It's so hard to pinpoint that shit sometimes. Get rid of this deer meat. Got the deer meats. We need to rest them. Yeah, this looks so empty. We gotta fill this out. It was starting to feel nice and cozy before. Now it looks kind of cool. Gotta hang some more trophies, put some more rugs down. Now I get this. Oh yeah. Now I can't get the 70. 90 if my life depends on it. Yeah. One of my buddies, Tactical Goof, is waiting on a 5090. I think he's on like a 2-month or 3-month wait list or something. Crazy. How are the boats doing? Oh, look at all the damage. Storm. This is kind of the bad thing about parking the boats inside. It's not really practical, is it? I think it's better just to leave them on the shore. Oh, it is? It is? Let me turn it down a little bit. There you go. How's that? Is that better? La 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 game. Game noise, voice noise. Turn down like 20%. Hello. What's up, chat? How we doing, chat? You hear the voice? I suppose we need some loud game noise to kind of... You guys judge it a little better, maybe. Hello. How's it sound now? It's a little better, maybe a little bit quieter. Big 65. Hello. The storm? Oh yeah, the storm. Yeah, the boat's crashing maybe. But I didn't want to bug. No, feedback for that kind of stuff is really valuable, you guys. Like, yeah, don't ever feel bad about critiquing any of the quality, you know? Cause I can't really monitor that stuff, you know? Game audio is like 30-40% higher than voice. Jump. So do we gotta go lower with the game volume? Even lower still? Hello. And I also got the mixer on the OBS too. It's the music. Turn the music down a little bit. Hello. Override your voice is what's happening. I also have a filter on my audio too. I got like this broadcast filter that cuts out background noise and like that could be something messing with it too. That's better? Okay. Yeah, because I can't really monitor the audio. Like, the only way I could do that is like do a recording. Because if it's live, then I just like hear feedback. Basically, I can't really monitor it live. So I've done it before, where like I'll record like a little 5-second clip and then try to balance it. But yeah, you guys just telling me is way better, you know. Direct feedback is so valuable, man. So valuable. Like when I forget the frogs up on the screen and you guys are like, hey, the frogs are still there. You guys know what I'm talking about, these guys. Sometimes I put those up and then I forget about them. I remember one legacy session, I totally forgot that they were up and it was up for like an hour. Nobody said anything. And then I went back to like edit the footage and I was like, what the crap, chat? You guys didn't say nothing? This freaking frog spanning the entire freaking stream. Still up. Not a way to bait you guys into engaging either. I swear I don't do that because that kind of stuff hurts. I would never do that. I would never act like an idiot to get attention. I would never do that. I've never done that in my life. Lying, obviously. Obviously I'm lying. What do we plant here? Got tons of turnips. How many more turnips do we need? Frog spin. Your game and music audio is still a bit loud, but if you decide how to run your show, 20-30% louder in your voice, I think people too shy to speak up. Like maybe 40%, maybe. Hello. Or let's make some noise too, so you guys can hear like a loud peak. Let's grab the hammer. Go bash some stuff with the hammer real quick. This will give you guys a really good peak in audio here. Huge hammer, huge hammer. Loud peak noises, audio, voice over the top. How does this sound? Hello. What's up, chat? Welcome to the Blabar Show. Smash. Huge. You good now? What does Cheese think, though? Cheese, how we doing? People chime in. Geez, how are we doing? Is this better? Is this good? Hello, hello, hello. I think I talk kind of quiet sometimes too. Like I'm in an apartment and you are my audience though, Cheese. I don't know what he's talking about. JK, it's better. I'm in an apartment, so I try not to talk too loud. I think sometimes my voice kind of gets quiet. Hello, hello. Whatever for you and your audience. You are my audience, Cheese. You matter. You matter, bro. Bro, you matter. Look at the smoke. Making smoke. Huge. Huge. Do you draw the otter? No, the otter is a emote. You can do you can make signs in this game, and you can use HTML. Well, it's not like HTML. It's like rich text or whatever it's called, rich text format. Like you're supposed to be able to just write on them, but they left the code in. Like they downloaded some, or they used some suite from Unreal Engine to get the text on the signs, and instead of stripping out all of, like the extra stuff, they just left it in. And then somebody in the community figured it out, and I seen it on like Reddit one day, and I was like, "What the crap?" Here, I'll show you real quick. And you can do like really basic. It's just like super basic stuff. But yeah, Cheese, tell me an emote, or like tell me an emote to put in here. Also, I need a size and a color. So you can do like yeah, open caret size equals 50, and then huge. I mean, or you just type in, you know, huge, and that's what it's supposed to look like there. But yeah, you can do like color equal blue, huge. Or you can do an emote. What's your favorite? Oh, cheese. We'll just do cheese. That'll make it easy. Cheese. Cheese emote. Isn't that cool, Jim? And it's just a leftover. They just didn't clean up the implementation of the text. They just didn't clean it up. They didn't bother. So we'll do size or color yellow. Size 50. Or I'll do size, yeah, 50. And paste the emote. Huge. Yeah, the otter there. Here, I'll copy it off the chat. That's so much better than Rust. Dude, I'm telling you, these programmers are freaking gigachads, dude. Like these, like the Valheim programmers are freaking super gigachad programmers. I mean, you realize this game is 1 gigabyte, right? Rust is probably like 80 or 100. Arc is like 400. These guys just keep freaking blowing my mind with their updates. What color is this otter? We'll do another red one. But this is just like an unintentional kind of mechanic. Like I said, they just pulled some basic stuff off of the Unreal Store, and they implemented it, and they didn't bother cleaning up all of the features. And it's just kind of this cool little unintentional fun thing you can do here. Yellow. Do the cheese again, like cheese wedge. And you could pretty much do any emote that is like a common one or whatever. Yeah, just a little unintentional mechanic. And they said they're gonna leave it too unless it gets really out of hand. Because they don't really like the way it like breaks immersion or whatever, but they're like, yeah, whatever, if people want to do it, that's cool. But yeah, they said for now they're leaving it, and they don't really intend to change it, but yeah, I think it's a great little addition. Definitely not in universe though, right? Kind of an immersion breaking feature, but it's cool. It's cool. It's fun. Especially fun to kind of incorporate you guys into the build somehow, right? Let me pull my dashboard back up. Go. Some plan here. Do some plan. All the seeds. Got any more? We plant some carrots just to fill up the space. You can always feed these to the pigs too. We can use the pig meat to feed to the wolves. Yeah, I'm a major Valheim fanboy, dude. I love it. I got all the merch that they got on their website. I got like the t-shirts and hoodies and mouse pads. And I just loved it because I'm so sick of like the microtransactions and skins and crap like that for extra revenue streams. And these guys are so freaking awesome. They're like, no, we're not doing that. We already made our money. We're good. How about some merch, guys? You guys want some merch? And so they put a merch button on the loading screen, which is great because it doesn't interfere with the game at all in any way. It's a way for them to generate some extra revenue. And I need a t-shirt anyways. I need a coffee mug anyways. I need a mouse pad anyways. Like, these are things that are necessities that I can now contribute to my game in a monetary way that doesn't affect the integrity of the game at all, right? Whereas when you start putting skins in, that starts affecting the integrity of the gameplay loop. Like, why do I want to work hard to look cool when I can just buy a cool skin, right? And that's one thing I think Legacy is doing right. Although I really wish Legacy would do some freaking merch, man. I've been hounding them about that. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know if you guys know that that's how we got those t-shirts. That was me. I'll take the credit for that. You know, all the creator crews got t-shirts. That's because I was hounding them about merch. I was like, merch win. Like, merch win. And then I told them all about the Valheim shit. I was like, this is what you need to do. You need to, you know, you need to make merch. Don't do monetization with, and so instead, Chris was like, well, how about we just give you guys t-shirts? How's that, you know? And then he started sending out t-shirts, and he brought one to the OTK Expo. I'd like to take a little bit of credit for that inspiration, though. I mean, Chris is the one who followed through with it, though, and so that kind of stuff gives me goodwill for that dev team, right? Like, he's giving out t-shirts. Like, that's so cool. I wouldn't get a shirt Don't know they had them? Yeah, so I mean, you know, the legacy art style, like Cole is the art director, and I really love his art. So that's one thing that brought me into the game. And then I seen in one of their dev talks they had a T-shirt. Well, before that I was bugging them about merch too, because I liked the way Valheim did it, and I decided it really had a lot of integrity. And then I seen one of their T-shirts in a dev talk, and then I started really hounding them about it. And then like a week later, Chris is like, "Hey, we got freaking T-shirts for the content creators." And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah!" But I think I don't know if there's a market for the merch. To be honest, right now, true, it's pretty small, right? There are companies that can do it probably, but they need to spend their time to find one. And that was kind of the thing, yeah. I think this dev talks is very important to understand the next steps for the game in terms of bringing it to market after EA. Yeah, I'm really curious, man. I'm really curious because I think Chris has thought about these strategies. Like, I think he's really thought deeply about it, you know? I don't think he's like making it up as he goes. Like, I think he's really planning shit out. I think he's got a plan, you know? At least I hope he does. Feel like he does. But only time will tell. Time will reveal kind of what's going on behind the scene there, you know? But yeah, I still have confidence in them. I still think they're on track. I mean, I wish that release would have went better, of course, but I don't think it went as bad as it could have, you know? I think they sold like, geez, do you know how many units they sold? I thought I seen like a 20,000 unit sale somewhere. Can't remember where I seen that. But I want to say they sold like 20k units. But that doesn't make any sense compared to how many people we've seen playing, right? Like max was like 3,000. Does it have the units sold? Maybe this is where I seen it. I've been checking this too. Got it real quick here. Patches, packages, DLC, configuration screenshots. Followers, 28,000 followers. Eek. Estimates 47 to 70k. 2K is given. Wow. That's crazy though. Why are we only seeing 3,000 at peak then? I guess that's congruent, right? That's so, yeah, that's just congruent, right? That's not overall. That's like at one time there's 3K, but that still doesn't seem to translate really. Probably refunds, etc. That's still, you'd think. Well, I guess maybe the 3,000. So like 10%. Though the peak was like maybe 10% of all the units sold or something like that. Oh yeah, founders, dude, they sold 40k god tier packs. It looks like 40k of the base ones. I know 84,000. Dude, that's pretty good numbers actually. That's actually not bad, right? What's the quick math on that? Just take 80k times 25. I know it's more than that, but that's 2 million. Seems to have a good amount of people that like it. I went to Best Buy and the dude was like, "Yeah, I play that also." One time people like it. Yeah, I think it's a small, maybe, I don't know. Racing Founder on that link you gave me. Let's see, let me pull it up again. Bundles. Oh, I clicked on. Let's see, what did I do? I clicked on something there. Oh, packages. It's like price history, charts, patches, metadata, and then packages. I clicked on packages and it brings up a new spreadsheet there. Bundles that include this app. There's Founders, Support Pack 40k, God Tier Pack 40k, and packages in the store that include this app 84k. And I don't know how accurate these websites are anyways, right? These Steam database and Steam chart and stuff. What's an IDS? IDs? IDs of what? Like that's how many CD keys they have in holding or something? Identification of that package. Identification by who? What? Yeah, I'm confused still. Oh, okay. That's like the, yeah, okay, I see. That's like the name of it. Yeah, this is the ID, okay, I get it. I see. It's product number 40,405 or whatever. Product numbers or whatever. Yeah, I see. Yeah, so that's not the number then. 2 million, if they made 2 million, that would be pretty good. That would keep them going for a little bit longer at least. Although 35 people on a payroll adds up quick, man. My old company used to have like 20 people on the payroll, I think, and they were not making nearly as much as these guys, and it was a big payroll. Like, my boss is writing out, you know, $20,000, $30,000 checks every month. Why? But I can't bring myself to play Guild Wars 2? Because you've played it before, maybe. You've already been down that road. You know where it goes, you know? I was hyped as fuck to play like a week ago. What killed your hype, Jim? What killed your hype? Did the Doomers get to you? Maybe the Doomers got to you. Don't let the Doomers ruin your fun. Yeah, I need like little goals kind of in my games. That's how I stay interested in them. Like my overall goal is to beat hardcore on Valheim, but like my small goal is to like build this house and then I work towards those little goals and that's fun, and then I meet those goals and I get a little dopamine rush, and then I set a new goal and I work towards that. Like Legacy's kind of the same way too. It's like, well, I gotta level up this vendor and then I'll focus on the next one. And baby steps. Baby steps. Did you already play Guild Wars 2 though? I'm that way with a lot of games. It'll be like an old game that I really like and I haven't played it in a long time, so I'll load it up. You know, I'll get all the patches for it and stuff. And then I'll log in and I'll just sit there. I used to do that with World of Warcraft. Like after like kind of my heyday with it, there was years where I would just like keep it updated and I'd log in and I just wouldn't play it. I'd just sit there and like stare at it for like an hour. It's that kind of the cozy vibe you get from playing your favorite game, but then you start playing the game and then it doesn't actually do the same thing anymore to your brain. You almost 100% of the map. Played the heck out of it before. Yeah, so you're probably just kind of in that nostalgia zone, you know, where like you're remembering how fun it was, but then you go back and play it and it's kind of like, well, actually, maybe I don't want to play it. You're remembering how fun it was to play it, you know. At least that's kind of what happened to me with Warcraft, you know. I was kind of remember how invested I was and how into my guild I was, and then I'd log in and like none of that stuff was there anymore. I'd have to like rebuild it all, and And I'm like, maybe I don't want to play this game anymore, you know? Like, maybe I am done with it. But it took years of, like, that to make me realize it. You love Guild Wars 2? Yeah, you've talked about Guild Wars 2 before. I never played it, man. I was so deep into World of Warcraft, I didn't play anything else for like 20 years. Like, I was so invested in it. Like, I just couldn't even see other games, really. I'm really trying not to do that anymore. I'm really trying to not fanboy too hard on stuff. Because then you miss out on all these other things, you know? Remember getting the game because of watching a YouTuber playing it? Yeah. The influencer. Influencer got you. That's how I feel about Crash Bandicoot. I loved it as a kid. As an adult, I have no idea how I didn't rage quit the game. Yeah, sometimes when we're younger too, we don't have like I don't know if you guys know who the Angry Video Game Nerd is, but he kind of covers that whole thing where like the games we played when we were kids were actually really trash, but we didn't know any better. We just kind of played whatever. And then like he goes back and reviews these games later and he's like, what the crap, this game is absolute dog shit. How did I play this when I was a kid, you know? Like, and it's because, yeah, you just don't, you didn't have as developed as a palate, you know? Whereas after you've been gaming for 20 years or whatever, you kind of tend to develop a little bit more taste. Crash Bandicoot is a time. Crash Bandicoot is definitely a GOAT though, right? For platformers. I've never played it, but I know people really love it. Made some new ones recently too. I don't think I've ever played it. PvP in Guild Wars 2 is good. It was Realm versus Realm, wasn't it? Or like Guild, yeah, Guild versus Guild. Or was it Realm versus Realm? Games had a different audience back then as well. True. That's very true. The audience is blowing up, dude. Everybody back then was kind of a hardcore nerd, right? Who was into games. Now, not the case at all. Now everybody plays games. It's like a national pastime for Americans. I'm sure other countries too. I'd say it's kind of like the main entertainment at home. Well, I guess TV is still probably pretty big. But TV even changed too. Now TV is like all a la carte, Netflix and Hulu and all that kind of stuff. You know, where you can choose what you watch instead of just whatever's on. Yeah, gaming really blew up in like the last 20 years. I'd say like World of Warcraft kind of opened up the floodgate to just kind of the casual gamer. Before that, you know, you'd have to like really try to make your computer work to play the game. Like that was a huge part of it. Just getting the computer to work. 5 blood bags. Kind of just trying to farm up some food here. Kill this abomination. There's a big monster right in front of me. You guys see that little stump? That's a monster. Huge monster, in fact. Let's wake him up. Let's wake him up. Oh, let's kill these skellies first, though. We don't want to have to mess with these guys while we're fighting the abomination. Don't forget, if things get bad, throw your bow and try to save it. That's actually not a bad idea, too. Like dropping stuff. Because then if I die, it'll just be on the ground there. That's why I like the boat, too. The boat's really cool because you can put stuff in the boat and then go fight, and then it's like a little base you can kind of save stuff in. Alright, so what the strategy is, we're gonna try to pull him over the top of this thing and cook him. Alright, let's wake him up. Here he comes. Oh shit, a leech. Kind of weird. He'll like run away and then he'll come back. He kind of does like these like little loops. I think I could take 2 hits from him. Trouble is somebody else third parties me, and then we got him. Easy. Pro gamer. Absolute Giga Chad pro gamer. Yeah, that fire really cooks him. But if he hits you once, he's gonna stagger you pretty hard, take about half your health. And then this guy comes up here, this archer, and finishes you off. That's how you die. Third parties. Or those monsters, they're kind of hard to see. That happens a lot too. There'll be that little stump and you'll be fighting something else and he'll freaking pop up. Stomp on you. Alright, we got some more roots. Should maybe make the root helmet. So then we don't have to worry about poison anymore. Or we make some backups. Maybe we make a backup chest piece. The chest piece is the most valuable. See how many roots we've got. Deer hide, I want to say. I'm running out of deer hide. I'm gonna make the helmet. Oops. Takes 10 to make the helmet. Got 19. Could upgrade this once we get a little bit more defense, but defense doesn't seem to matter in this hardcore mode. Everything just freaking one-shots me. I don't know if it's worth upgrading, really. Might be better just to make backups. Okay. Takes 10 to make a backup. Alright, let's make a backup just so we have it. Then let's see if we can upgrade. What the helmet? Hood looks so cool though. I know we can't. Good. This thing looks, it's supposed to look like Groot kind of, but it looks kind of like a weird cowboy hat almost when you wear it. We'll just upgrade instead. Upgrade them both, so the backup has a level on it too. Go. There we go. That's the right decision. Go. There it is. I was gonna put this one on the armor stand now, so we got extra, because we're gonna die again. I mean, we're gonna. Like, we're just... gotta prepare for it. Decrease that downtime, you know? Ooh, I had a bow. Let's hang the mace up somewhere. Pine wood, there it is. Go, starting to look a little more cozy already. Could put some food on here too. Ah. Getting tons of these cores from that spawner right there, which is really nice, because that's how you make the portals. Money there. We got some more up here by the portals too. But we've been making signs instead of making tons of portals, and then just changing the names, and then keeping the signs so we can remember. We work on. Let's work on this. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I want to work on this. Need more stone too. I kind of want to work on the towers actually, but I think maybe let's do this first, so we have like a little cleaner space here. This is like kind of a mess over here still. Oops, didn't mean to take that one out. I don't think we need a stone floor down here. I think we just put a wood one. We can save all these stones for the towers. Get up there. Get up. And these, I should probably encase these with stone too, to give them a little bit more durability. Because if this falls, our entire tower falls. Don't forget, if things get bad, yeah, throw the bow. I think it's a good. Heading to bed. Hell yeah! Have a good night's sleep. Good luck at work tomorrow. Hopefully you don't get stuck with peeps. Yeah. No, it'll be fine. However they do it. It'd be kind of nice to have people help me, but then again, like I get to make more money if I do it myself, and I need the exercise anyway. So I've been sitting around gaming for the last couple months. So yeah, thanks for chatting, Spidey. It's good seeing you again. See you. I'll be around tomorrow too. Probably just won't stream as long. Probably only gonna stream like another 40 minutes here. Make a little 4-hour deal so I can start winding down. We'll go play a couple games of Legacy. Actually, that's what's gonna pump me up, though. Once I turn that game on, it's hard to stop. Start fighting people. Yeah, I think we probably just build maybe another half hour here or so, and then probably call it early night. Crap, we got where'd that find wood come from? Can't lose these. Can't lose these signs here. These are locations that we just changed the name of the portal, and then to remember we write them down on these signs. Let's make a new signboard here. It's got to be case sensitive too. Swamp 2 with a capital S. Alright, Swamp 2, capital S. Swamp 2, capital S. Okay. That's the one that's currently active too. I should actually check them as I move them to make sure. Bone mass with lowercase b. I didn't keep them consistent either. I got some of them that are capitalized and other ones that aren't. This one is Swamp with capital S. Pig with all capitals. I should have just not used any capitals. I don't know what I was thinking. Get rid of. Swamp. I just put that up there, right? Yeah, Swamp. We got Pig, all capital. Okay. Lost, capital L. Plains with no capitalization. Crap, this should be on like a board pushing it out, like they've got other obscured there. Sitting inside the stone. See what's the next one? Nothing. Plains, lowercase e. Oh, we got that one. Plains, okay. Grade with a capital T. Okay, here we go. I think we got all the portals. Signs that we need. We can take these down. Yeah, Swamp 2, we got that. Get rid of all this structure here. This is the exterior wall of the old house. Pushed it out way out there to the edge. There, all this shit down. It's gotta go. It's all gotta go. Is that light coming through the window? It is, isn't it? The moonlight. Oh crap! I didn't tell my neighbor. I got you guys know that my truck got stolen, right? Last year. So what I've been doing is having my neighbor block my truck in with his car. He's old. He doesn't go very often. So I have him block my car in with his car. So it's like in the back of the lot, basically. You can't get to it. But I forgot to tell him that I have to leave tomorrow. Hopefully he's around and I can get him to move his car. Not have to wait all day for him. That'd suck. I mean, it'd be worse if somebody stole my truck again, though. It's an inconvenience, but it helps. Helps me keep my vehicle. Put up with it, you know? That was scary, man. Losing my truck is like losing my job, you know? Need to get the tools around. And all my job sites are really close, but still, like, you gotta get your tools around. Can't carry everything. Yeah, I forgot to tell him that he need to get out. Too late now, he's sleeping for sure. Go. We've got the parquet floor going on here, the different directions. We got our little signboard over here with all of our signs. Although we should put board behind it so they don't clip in like that. Makes it kind of hard to read. You need to kind of leave this here for now until we figure out another doorway into the basement. Fill it in a little bit here. Yep, gonna put the painter's overalls on tomorrow. We'll get some bread. Yeah, I really like this company I'm working for. They're one of the first companies that I didn't have to negotiate price. Right? I just like told them how much I cost, and they said, "Great." and it's because they know me. Like, they built a nice big brand new house, and I was like the lead painter that painted it for this other company. Ever since then, they've been trying to get me to come work for their company. Like, nah, I'm busy. You know, these guys keep me working. Like, I don't need. That's good stuff. Nobody likes price talk. Yeah, it sucks, man. It makes you feel, you know, like you're not worth it or whatever. Right? Like, it kind of affects your self-esteem, right? But these guys have been trying to hire me for like 5 years. And I kept turning them down. So I suppose they figured once, like, I said yes, they were just like, crap, that one doesn't connect. Oh, that's right, we haven't found bone mass yet. Okay, so that one, we were in the plains? Yeah, I think plains is where we're at. Yeah, they're a good company. It's a nice family. It's just like they're not super attentive, right? Like they're more concerned about their social life than they are their business. You know, their business is kind of just like, whatever. We only own 50 houses. You know. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to even imagine like that mindset, like where, oh shit, trolls, you know, where they're so removed from like the paycheck, right? Like, they don't know what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. Like, they're a rich family, right? They've never had that experience. Like, they've always had way more money than they know what to do with, right? So money is just like a non-issue to them, right? Like, it's weird. Like, I just don't really understand that. Like, I've always like really had to struggle and work for money, and like, you know, I learned the value of the dollar like very early on. We gotta rest here real quick. The trolls don't smash the shit out of the base. And they're just like really wealthy, right? And it just doesn't really occur to them, you know? Oh, you need money this week? Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, what, you know, why? Why do you need, like, you need to get paid? Oh. It's kind of like a naivety of the rich folks. Trolls. It's already gone? What the crap? They didn't even spawn. We did too good of a job spawn proofing. Now we can't even get them when we want them. If they have gold, I'd kind of like to get that gold from them. Good stuff. Yeah, it felt good, man, because I was like, I'd quit my old company and like a year off. I didn't do shit. I made a video game, and I tried shopping that around to a few people, and like no one was interested. I was like kind of getting, the coffers were getting kind of low, you know. I was getting kind of nervous where the next bag of groceries was coming from. And then these guys hit me up, and they're like, hey, we got all these projects, you know, our guys aren't showing up, they're messing stuff up, like we really need your help. Are you available? Like I said, they've been asking me this for like 5 years. Like every year they hit me up. Are you available? Can you come work for us? And so finally I was like, yep, I'm available. I can come be your employee. And I'd done like a couple like little projects for their house, like their personal house. And I'd established a price for that, you know. And so I was like, yep, but I need this price. I need this price that we've already kind of agreed on. And they're like, oh yeah. They're like, yep, no problem. No worries. Here's the address, you know. We're just glad to have you. Yeah, I really appreciate it. They didn't try to barter with me and, you know, squeeze me, because I would have took whatever at that point. Like, like I was kind of desperate, you know. You guys thought I was getting a little worried. Coppers were getting a bit low. So honestly, I probably would have took whatever. It probably wouldn't have. They could have offered me half, and I probably would have, you know, tried to negotiate a little bit. But maybe I'm good at bluffing too. Maybe I bluffed a little bit too, right? I was like, I don't think they understood really exactly, you know, my financial situation when I. But yeah, maybe if they would have, it would have been a little bit different. I keep that stuff pretty close to my chest usually. Like I'm being pretty open with you guys, and that's because like you guys are becoming a part of this. Like it's weird. It's like this isn't just like about me anymore. Now it's like about you guys too. Like, so I want to be kind of like transparent with you guys, you know, like about who I am and my goals are. Needs, you know. Building a community. Crap, what am I doing? What am I doing? No, this could be really cool though, man. If we get this channel going and like it starts making money, I would love to like pay some of you guys to like help out, you know? Like Pirate Software does. Like he like employs people. Like I think that's such a cool. It's not something I see many streamers doing, really, you know? Usually they just take all their money and just keep it, you know, like XQC, I think, is a good example. He owns, like, Ferraris, like, Lamborghinis and shit, like... And you know people are working their ass off for him behind the scenes. Thing is, you got it handled. Yeah, I'm a pretty good survivor, Jim. I'm not like a really good thriver, but I can survive, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can figure out how to survive. I've never really been able to figure out how to thrive, though. And I think my thing is I need to find something I really love, like, you know, gaming, streaming, talking to you guys, and then try to figure out a way to make that my revenue source, so then I'm really excited about it, you know? I've never really gotten excited about painting houses. This is always something I've had to do to survive. Not the dream, you know? I think if I can corner something like this, and then grind on this, I think that's what's maybe going to change the thriving into from survival to thrive, right? Something I'm like really excited about investing in. Because the house painting stuff, I just do it, and then freaking as soon as I'm out there, I'm freaking done. I don't think about it at all, you know? Like I put it out of mind as fast as I possibly can, so I can get back to doing what I wanted to do, you know? I think it's a matter of going hard at it, not letting up. It's true, man, it's true. You gotta be fully invested, right? You gotta be fully invested. And I've never been able to like fully invest in house painting, right? Like I'm good at it. I know what the hell I'm doing, but I've never really wanted to fully invest in it. Like, I can't tell you how many people like wanted me to start a painting company. They're like, well, why don't you start a painting company? You're in a good area for it. You could make a shitload of money. I'm like, because that would be the rest of my life. That's all I would do. I would have no time for anything else ever. Sure, I would end up with a lot of money, but no time. I would have no time. Like I've said before, like, time is what I value, right? That's what I think is really important, is your time. Yeah, if you could, I don't know, maybe if you do that for a couple of years and then save up a bunch of money, but no. I don't know, Jim, I can't figure it out. I mean, after a while, get folks run it for you. That's the idea, right? But that is so hard to do because no one's going to care about your business as much as you care about it. And then so you still gotta manage it though. I mean, so that's what my boss did, the guy I worked for. And he could pretty much step away, but not really. You know, because when the shit went down, he had to be there to keep it together, you know? So he's always kind of on call. Like, he could never really separate himself from it. But he also never really had any passions. He never really wanted to do anything. You know, he never really had like a dream that he chased. So like, he was cool with just owning a painting business. Like, that was totally cool to him, right? Like, that was kind of what he wanted to do. Kind of for lack of better things that he could think of, right? Where I got like a million other things I'd rather be doing. I just don't know if I could be happy, you know? Like, I think yeah, I don't know. Maybe it would work. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm too old to be figuring it out. I should have had all this stuff solved by now, I feel like, but just keep trying wild stuff. Like, making a video game was a really crazy idea, right? Like, I know people in the industry, so I was like, oh, I'll just make a game and then get some publisher money or something. I don't know, like, but I spent like a year working on that, like, you know, and I learned stuff. It was cool. Like, I feel like it was a rewarding experience, but it never netted any sort of financial gain, you know. We all out there throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks. Believe me. Yeah, I think so. I think the most ambitious ones of us are, but I think a lot of people don't try, dude. I really do. I think a lot of people are complacent, right? They get a decent job, and like they get responsibilities like kids and bills, and then they can't try new stuff, right? They're locked in. And I've never been able to really get locked down like that, so I've always been able to try these things. Yeah, everyone's figuring it out as we go, right? No one's got it all figured out. Even the most successful people. I don't know how to be growing, but I'm here now, so figuring it out as we go. Yeah, and that's the good attitude, I think, you know? Just keep an open mind to trying new things, being okay with failure, right? Like, being okay for stuff not to work out, right? So then you're not afraid of trying new things. Or yeah, keeping the low overhead too is important, like not getting tons of responsibilities. And then you can't try new stuff. Here we go. This is starting to look like a proper house. Google and ChatGPT. Oh yeah. Yeah, ChatGPT is great. Mamo. Dude, yeah, that stuff is super valuable, man. I've learned so much from reading on Google, and then I haven't used ChatGPT that much. I use it a little bit for code. That's when I started using it, when I was making that game. I'd use it to write code and stuff like that. But yeah, those resources are wildly helpful. I mean, it's like really helpful to have those kind of tools, man. It's crazy that we have access to them. I don't like these gaps right here. This whole roof kind of needs to be reworked too. I don't really like it. Let's try to rebuild that. See if we can't get a little bit better of a dome going here. It's been bugging me. going. Building round stuff in this game is a pain. Yeah, the easiest thing I could have done with my life, like the easiest way I could have been successful, would have been to stay in my hometown and take over my dad's business. My dad's a general contractor. And that's kind of what he always like envisioned me doing, you know. That's kind of what he always thought would probably be good for me. Was I could have just, because I used to work with him all the time. I think he kind of figured I would take it over someday, maybe, you know, like. But he never really wanted me to. He never like really encouraged me to. But now that I look back on it, I think he definitely, that was kind of the hope or whatever. But he always kind of encouraged me to do other stuff. He never encouraged me to do art or anything. That was always my mom, but yeah, work, just like taking over his company and like just following in his footsteps, that would have been the easiest thing I could have done. And I would have been, you know, I would have like been stepping into an established business. You know, he's like a 30-year general contractor, so he had tons of connections and opportunities. But it just felt like death to me. I don't know. It just felt terrible. I just couldn't have stayed in that town another year if you would have. I don't know what would have made me stay. Maybe if I would have had a kid, if I would have got like a girlfriend pregnant or something, maybe I would have stayed and followed that path. That's kind of what happened to him, right? He got my mom pregnant like really young. Then he had responsibilities. And he had to do it, you know? He didn't really have a choice. I guess he did. He did have a choice. He could have ran, I suppose. Could have abandoned us. But he didn't, you know? He buckled down, got a job, started his own company, trying to provide for us. Yeah, that just wasn't me, man. Like I said, I think that would have been the easiest path for me. As far as like just having a stable, kind of normal life. Kind of looking almost the same. Yeah, so sometimes I think about that, kind of regret not following more closely in his footsteps, you know. Yeah, because he hates the fact that I'm a painter, right? Because that's like the kind of the lower entry trades. Kind of one of the entry-level trades. He's never had much respect for painters, right? Like, he hires them, you know, and he knows like lot of them are like kind of low lives, to be honest with you. A lot of just kind of trashy people that fall into it. You know, no education, no inspiration, no nothing. You know, they're just surviving. You know, he's always like, "Oh God, you're doing that still," kind of thing. It's like, oh man, but I'm chasing my dreams, Dad. I started a, and then I tried to talk to him about this shit, and he's just his eyes just glaze over. He has no idea what the internet even is. Understand your dad is something. Sometimes, and most I can say, but my dad, after all, yeah. Yeah, our relationships with our parents are always really interesting. Like I was always more closer to my mom, you know. Him and I never really had much. Him and my brother got along a lot better. They bonded over sports, you know, like sports. My brother's a big sports guy. He never went pro, or I think he played a little bit in college, but decided it wasn't like for him or whatever. But he was a crazy good athlete. He was built really well for it, you know. I'm a little bit smaller, so I never really very good at competing. He's kind of like your perfect athletic size, you know. So me and my mom would always hang out and do art and stuff, and then he was always playing sports with the brother. I should call him tomorrow. I haven't talked to him in a while. Getting older. Getting older, man. Every time I see him, he looks older and starts scaring me. Scaring me how old he's starting to look. He's healthy, but man, getting up there. Weird thinking about that. Reality of your parents. It's pretty natural too, right? Like, it kind of happens to everybody. Parents get old. The natural turning of the world. Generations. Generations come and go. He lives pretty far away, so it's hard for me to go see him. Yeah. It costs so much to travel. But maybe we put like some sort of little railing here too. A little fence or something. Kind of finish us off. It looks kind of unfinished, or like maybe a little too open or something. It looks about the same. Let's see what it looks like on the outside. I don't know if we really did anything there. I think we just rebuilt it almost exactly the same. My dad is mad skinny now. I'm a little different on death than others. I know that it's a natural thing to happen, so it doesn't affect me so strongly. Still doesn't get me wrong, but not as much as others. Yeah, the more you're around it, you know, and the more people you see pass, you know, the more comfortable you get with it. You know, so if you're more experienced in that, you can accept it a little bit more, you know. But yeah, the parents, that's a tough one. That's a big one, right? Because you know it's coming, like you've known your whole life. But then, yeah, taking stuff for granted, right? Like taking those relationships for granted is what happens to most people. It's kind of just like the sun or the moon. It's always there, right? That person's always been there. And one day they're not. And then it's like, oh shit. Okay, that's what that is. That's what death is. It takes a couple of those experiences to realize that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, having a healthy nature, or having a healthy relationship with death is good, right? I don't think our American culture really treats death as well as it should. Like, there's some other cultures, I think, that are a little bit more acknowledging of it. And it's kind of more of like a normal part of the culture. It seems like our culture, it's just like when people get old, you just like, get rid of them. After a certain age, they're just, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Life and death. How we handle it. Yeah, that just doesn't look good. I know I've done it before. Can't remember exactly how I did it. The one on the wizard tower looks a little bit smoother. Yeah, making these like kind of conical shapes is not Valheim's strong point. You could just do a regular peak, but I want something a little different looking there. Towers, oh man, those towers are gonna be so cool once we get those going. Yeah, and then just the generations too, like certain, like my dad, like computers, he doesn't understand them, right? He just get it. What a computer even is, really. Why you'd want to spend time building stuff like this, right? He's like, whoa, why don't you just go build in real life? Not the same, Dad. Can't actually slay dragons in real life, you know? I want to fight monsters. Monster Slayer. Monster Hunter. Anyways, I think that's a pretty good place to call it. A little short stream tonight. I'll be around tomorrow. Probably, I'm going to try to get home early as I can, but that means I got to get up early too, so we'll see. We'll see what time I get on, but I'll definitely be on later, and probably a shorter stream like this, 3-4 hours. Yeah, thanks for chatting, Jim. You're huge, man. You're huge. Anybody else still in chat too? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. Appreciate you guys. If anyone's listening, please follow and subscribe to the YouTube. I'm trying to get that going this year. Getting closer. We got like 7 subs the other day, which is huge. So keep it up, guys. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow.